It's Mr. Box Office, the main event, the professor of truth and entertainment, the ratings killer. And if you don't know, you need to get to know. And welcome to Box Office City with Mr. Box Office himself. And this is an amplitude show because you'll get the reaction in a video that I am going to upload soon, and that's it. But I had to respond to my appearance on We Are Tottenham TV. And this is what the main part of the show is all about. So welcome to everybody at Mr. Box Office TV. And it's great to be back on stream. It's great to have this thing, great to have this show opened up again, because I think I've been chomping at the bit to say my piece about some of the things I've heard and my response to We Are Tottenham TV, my appearance on We Are Tottenham TV that was clipped today, my appearance on We Are Tottenham TV. On the game, I'll share it in a video that you'll see hopefully tomorrow that I'll upload soon on the channel, so keep watch on that, and that's it. But really, to be honest with you, there's not really too much to say on that, because what we'll get into later on is that I haven't proved my point, which is really kind of the premise of this show, and that's it. So really, for everyone today, just keep yourself strapped in. Keep yourself strapped in. It's going to be a bit more of a calm Mr. Box Office rather than unleashed. Maybe that's a way of kind of not giving a different way of what I've said on my thumbnail, and that's it. But really, I've got to a point where there's not really much to say this season. Then the only game that I'm really more interested in is the next game that's coming up soon, and that's it. But other than that, there's not really much to say on this. And that's what you'll really gather from this show today, that it's really just a response to We Are Tottenham TV. Again, I don't want to have a go at them, because big up to the guys over there. But I just felt that was certain things that were said and people looking at me saying I'm angry. I felt that I need to respond to that and get to understand why I came across why I responded the way I responded, and that's it. So big up to everybody in the chat. And like I said before, you know how it's going to go. There's not going to be a kind of schedule to this show. It's just going to be talking about one thing and one thing only, and that's it. And getting back to that, and that's it. I'm not going to show a clip. No, that's not the type of show we're going to give today. It's just really me talking and unleashing why I felt the way I feel at the moment, and that's it. So let's get straight into it, and that's it. So everybody, let's get straight into it with what I want to really talk about, my response to We Are Tottenham TV. And what I will say is this. I came on the show to respond to the fact that on the show, a couple of days ago on their panel show, they were defending Timo Werner. They said Timo Werner was, well, we need Timo Werner, right? Timo Werner, I'm starting to like Timo Werner. We should get him. I've heard certain people saying that, you know, Timo Werner's this, he's a good player. He's a good player to have around. And no one was really debating. No one's really rebutting anybody's point. And that was what I was trying to get my point across on We Are Tottenham TV. Now, Sim got it. Sim got that because he's seen me for how many years now, and he knows exactly what he's going to get from Mr. Box Office. But unfortunately, Barnaby, he made me laugh. He got a bit shirky. He definitely did. And he started to get a little bit personal as well. But he saw, interestingly enough, I never got personal with him. But he had to get personal. Because he said, I'm having a go at the show. I said, no, I'm having a go at the opinion. which is the way I do it. It's about the opinion on the football opinion, challenging that opinion, the way I do it. I don't do it diplomatically. I don't do it anything like that. I'm not saying they need to change your opinion. No, I never said you need to change your opinion. Why do you need to change your opinion? I'm not there to change your opinion. I'm there to tell you that I didn't agree with what you said. I disagree the way you did it. You didn't have anybody to rebuttal the point. So it's not really a kind of saying, oh, I wasn't trying to have a go at them personally. I said, I didn't agree with you about Werner. And that's it. It's not that you need to change your opinion, no. And that's it. But the overreaction to it and saying, oh, you had a go at the show, you ripped it up, you said this, you said that. Well, no, but you're the big kings, you're the big channel. You put yourselves out there, people are going to challenge you. That's how it is. And that's it. And Sim got it. Sim got it. He understood that. He understood it straight away. Barney didn't. And unfortunately, some of the fan base just do not get it. It's simple as that. I'm not there. I'm not there to change his opinion. I'm not there to change his opinion. I'm fine. I've got no feelings, not feeling guilty or anything like that. I gave him props for the last couple of weeks ago when he went on Tottenham away. I wish there was more Tottenham fans like that. Because your favourites don't want to stream with certain people. They won't say this in front of your face. They'll say, oh, well, these persons are terrible. They're all terrible. Well, you're telling us to back the process. You're telling us to all be together, but you don't want to stream with other people, though, with other Tottenham fans, because they're not popular with the rivals that you like to stream with. So this is the thing. They're hypocrites, most of them, that are saying, oh, well, we need to be together as all as one. Well, you don't stream with certain people that don't agree with you. So I don't listen to the rubbish that I hear. I don't listen to it. But moving back onto Timo Werner, the reason why I came on that show was to argue the point about Timo Werner. That was all I was doing. Because no one was on their panel show to argue the case. And that was what my issue was at that time. If I had people to rebuttal their point, I would have been fine. And that's it. That was all it was. Everyone knows what I feel about Postecoglou now. I don't like the guy. Yeah, because of the fan base. I'm skeptical, but because of the fan base, I don't like the guy. I feel sorry for him sometimes as well. I gave him props. I gave him praise for certain things, like his football, that he's sticking to his philosophy. He told us in June. So I'm not having a go at him because of that, because he told us that. I certainly can agree with him about the Champions League thing, because I told you I don't want Champions League. I don't think we're good enough for Champions League. Honestly, I don't see the point. I don't see the point. And like, you know, I'll take Europa League all day long, because that's our level. I even think Europa Conference is our level, to be honest with you, if I'm really honest. But I just think, you know, I just don't understand. You know, and yeah, sorry, I'm just confusing myself a little bit now. But my point is that, you know, that's my point about Postecoglou. Postecoglou didn't need to do too much to get the fan base on board. Just need to play the ball forward, like Dan Hotspur Hood says. Please subscribe to Dan's channel, the Hotspur Hood. He said it quite clearly. just play the ball forward, and everyone started twerking for him, which is exactly what we did. We were twerking after 3 games. This is the same fan base. So I don't understand what is said. Why I have to change my ways to say, oh, I need to be with Postecoglou at the moment. I've said so many times, I need time. And that's it. The people that have been respectful, you know who I've spoken about on the other channels. Kuva, Hotspur Hippie, Paul, and Nesmatic, and even Marlon. That's why I champion their channels all the time. Stelios as well, Tottenham away. Yeah? And that's it. That's all I'm saying. So everyone knows what I feel about Postecoglou. Everyone knows the scenarios I've given when I'm going to be on board. And it's down to the board. What I'm tired of at the moment, I see people, I'm just going to name the names because I'll say it to their faces. Kate saying, oh, we need to back Postecoglou. Great. Okay, great. Right. Cool. You've only known her in 5 minutes. Paul's only known him 20 years. He's followed him 20 years. And he's not telling me to follow him. Who am I listening to? You're not changing the whole ether. You're not going to change the whole ether because you're not going to change the whole ether. No one, like everyone had a go at Levy out. Everyone had a go at Levy out because they're saying we're too much in your face. Yeah, no one followed that. No one wanted to be all this Levy out. I don't want to go too much into that because it's not about that. Yeah, but my point is that if no one's going to be all together with the Levy out protests, why do you think it's going to be any different with Andrew Postecoglou? Why is it that we're always? Why do you think it's going to be the same with Postecoglou? Why is he any different to any other manager that we've had before? No one can tell me. But all they'll say is, you need to believe, you need to be patient. But this fan base have been patient for 20 years, or over 20 years. I'm actually now bored. I didn't even actually want to come on the stream today because I sat there and thought, what am I saying? I'm saying the same thing that I said 2-3 years ago on a stream. I'm not saying anything different. It's just that now I've realized there's more to life. There's more to life because I'm now 36. I've seen Tottenham how many times now? And it's only so many times you can say, you know what? I'll be waiting till I'm bloody old before I see Tottenham win something actually major. You know what I mean? So it's like, it just gets to a point where you're just like sitting there thinking, I'll just leave the others to it. Yeah, you'll get bored after a while. You will get bored because I'm bored. I'm bored now. I was bored a long time ago. Yeah, like I said, big up Adrian for what he asked that question. My breaking point was done a long time ago. Yeah, it was done after we sacked Pochettino, and it's not even just Pochettino. It was bringing in Mourinho. That was when I was done. There's not really that much structure. I do apologize to everybody in the chat, but this is not a structured show today. This is not a structured show today. This is just me unleashing. It's just me saying it how it is and just unleashing. There's no structure to the show today because honestly, today I've kept it in so much. The only reason why I've not been able to come on stream is because I had to refresh, reset, restart. And what I mean by that, doing other things, focusing on things that are more important in life. Well, Alex had to focus more important things in life because the amount of time I've had to wait around to see Tottenham do something different to what I've seen before, It's been so long that I can't be bothered anymore. I cannot be bothered anymore. So this is the thing. It's like, and the whole thing with Timo Werner sums it up perfectly. Like I said before, we were criticizing people like Harry Winks, Davis, Dyer, all these players we were criticizing every single time. And we said, they're not good enough for our club. Ironically now, the player that we're championing, that generational talent, Ollie Skip, Alistair Gold's favourite. Big up Alistair Gold, by the way, every single time, even though he goes on for ages with his videos. But I still love him as a journalist. I'll listen to him than anybody else than most, to be honest with you. Yeah. Ollie Skip. Yeah. Ollie Skip. Do you see him in the team now? Do you see him in the team? I don't see him in the team. That just shows you properly where we're at the moment. That's it. That's all you see. I mean, like I said before, this I'm not ranting here. I'm not even unleashing. This is just the way I speak. This is the way I'm trying to express myself at the moment. And that's it. But I've not proven my point. People are sitting there saying, oh, you're rubbing your hands, Mr. Box Office, the main event, the Professor of Truth and Entertainment. You're rubbing your hands at the moment. This is your moment. This is your moment in the sunshine right now, isn't it? Moment in the sunshine to start having a go at those people saying, I told you so. I told you so. It's like, well, no, I've not proven anything. Because quite clearly, you'll see, you'll see, what you see is that you'll see, well, quite clearly, what you saw from Apostle Cogger, he said, this is a build. This is a build season to us to get to know his football. Just me on my second season. That's all it is. Just me on my second season. This was a build season. We had no expectations this season. Hence why we've been the surprise package this season. Put pressure on that team. We see what happens next season. That's the point. That's all we need to do. That's all it was all about this season, a build. Next season, though, if he gets his players, pressure's on. Then we see whether the board have got patience, where they'll buy into the process. If we're making defensive mistakes, if Postecoglou's tactics are not believed to be the future, are they going to believe in the manager? Are they going to stick with the manager similarly to what Arsenal did with Arteta, even though they weren't doing well? And Arsenal have got history of winning trophies. Jurgen Klopp, they stuck with their manager. It'd be interesting to see right now what will happen with Manchester United now. Because this is kind of a chicken and egg moment for Manchester United. Now the new owners have come in, are they going to back Ten Hag? You can clearly see right now, Manchester United fans are saying, we want Ten Hag out. So they're either going to stick with him or they're going to move him on. The argument is that if they get rid of him, they have to start all over again and start the process off again. This is the problem we got with Tottenham Hotspur. This is what I've been quite clearly to Tottenham fans, 110 20 million times since June. I said, if the board back this guy, Postecoglou, when he's going through really bad times, when people are starting to doubt his football, when they're saying he's one-dimensional, are they going to back the process that Postecoglou described from June, when they had his interview and they said, yes, we'll take him on? Postecoglou's got the plan, but do they stick with him? And then I will say yes. If they ignore the fans and say, no, we're sticking with our plan, we're going to stick with our plan, hook by crook, we are going to stick with the plan of what Postecoglou wants and how we're going to do this, because we see in the future this is going to work for us in the future, I'm on board. But nothing to this season has proven anything to me this season. The new players that have come in, it's been early. They've had easy time with it right now. Yes, they've proven a lot. They've proven they're competent in the Premier League, but because no one knew about them. Vicario, no one knew about him. Only the Italian league knew about him. But people were saying, who's this guy? Van der Ven, the Doji, Poro's come back from the bad start last season. Maddison's has his detractors though. He started well. Look what happened. Basuma, we're seeing now. Look what's going on right now with Basuma. And that strike force, yeah, okay, Johnson, he's got a little bit of confidence, but sorry, is he good enough? And I think there's too much, and I really do have to give some respect to Postecoglou for doing this. And again, it's not against Son. I'm not having to go at Son. I want him to start winning. I think there's too much nice players in our squad. I think there's too much, we've got to be nice this, nice that. You look at the treble winners at Manchester United, yeah? That strike force, Dwight York, Andy Cole, Teddy Sheringham, all these students, Evan Solskjaer. Some of those players didn't even like each other. Couldn't stand each other. Wouldn't even want to look at them. They wouldn't even want to be near each other, at a party with each other, let alone best friends. But they ended up winning because they were ruthless to each other. They were hard on each other. Because sometimes your enemy is your best friend. Your enemy is your best friend. That's the thing. And I'm not, listen, it's not even a case of, I just think Tottenham fans, I think they've got this picture in their head. And again, I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to change anybody's opinion here. This is just my thoughts, and you either take it or you leave it. That's it, simple. But I'm not going away. The main event's not going away. And all I will say is this. If anybody thinks I'm going to go away and that's it, all I'll say is this from this game today. Back to life, back to reality. That's what it's called. Back to reality again for us Tottenham fans, and that's it. Because I'm in the mud as well. I'm in the mud as well with everyone. It's just like I don't care anymore. I couldn't care anymore. Because I know what my fan base are like. I know what my team is all about. I'm not even angry about them anymore. Why am I angry? Why should I be angry about them? When I know there's players in there that I don't rate. When I know Maddison's not playing well and he's not been a captain either. Romero, embarrassing. Lo Celso, embarrassing. Getting into fights at the end of the game. What's going on? Bentancur let me down big time. Massively, big time. Growing on me. That's why I said I said only growing on me, because he should have, he's shown a little bit better than this, and that's it for me. Basuma, what's going on? Adoji, mistakes. Poro, mistakes. Van der Ven, not a great game today, but it was coming. It's just, and Romero again, and like, I think if we didn't have Vicario, it would have been worse. But I mean, yeah, he was weak at crosses. But again, it's not me really properly having a go at these players, because some of them have been good. They've had good seasons this season, but they've got to be better next season. That's it. That's it. Simple as that. I'm not. This is not the point. The point I'm making is that, you know, my point has not been proven. My point's not been proven because it's a long-term thing, and it was always a long-term thing for me to see whether this is going to work for me. And I don't want to feel like I'm, you know, I just don't want to feel like I'm being. I don't like it that people say that I'm angry. I'm not angry. It's just the way I am. It's the way I express myself, and to express myself in that way is just the way I am. I'm not going to be diplomatic. I'm not going to be, you know, nice about it. I'm going to be straight up to your face, and that's it. Certain people can take it, certain people can't, and that's it. You either like it or you lump it. You know, I'm not angry about it anymore. Like I said, this fan base make me more angry because they say stuff and they say it into your face, and that's it. And it's like you're not happy, you're mentally not there. I think it's quite funny, to be honest with you. And I just think it's just that's the way it is. You know, and again, I big up Glenn THFC. I'm not having a go at Chris Cowlin. I'm not having a go at Chris Cowlin. I'm never going to do that because Chris Cowlin's been a very nice guy to me. You know, I regret certain things because I didn't, take up on his offer to go on his stream even further earlier. You know, but big up to him because he's the first guy to give me my first break on his channel, and he was really, really nice to me, and he knows what I'm like. He knows exactly what I'm like. You know. You know, I'm sorry, I have to say it. You know, he's very, very nice to me. You know, he's never told me off. He's never been patronising, and that annoys me. That annoys me when people are patronising. That gets my goat mostly a lot of the time. But other than that, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. Like I said, I don't know how long this show is going to be because at the end of the day, I'm just fed up. I want to talk about less things about being reactive anymore about games and just talk about less reactive things, because for me this is where it gets a bit boring for me because I've seen the way that we are before. You know, this game's not a surprise to me. It's nothing surprising to me at all. You know, and it was never going to change my opinion on the manager this season. That's the thing. It's just like, well, people always ask me the question, you must change your mind right now. You must have changed your mind right now. Well, no, nothing's changed my mind. Why? Why would anything change my mind? I said what I said. The Tottenham had to win the league or do really well in a trophy or like do something that I've never seen before, but nothing's changing my mind. Nothing will change my mind. I don't know what people want. Deji says, "Oh, I need to change my mind." Well, Terence made a fool out of you on Spurs Kings TV because he He's shown you exactly what I was talking about a long time ago. Why are we getting so excited for? It's only been 5 minutes, which is what I said. Big up to Deji. Big up to Deji. But it's like I said, it's like you're not changing my mind. It's like you can go and talk all loud and get all unhappy and say, "Oh, you're being harsh, you're being harsh, you're being harsh." It's like, bro, and clipping me on your show is funny as well, bro. Making yourself relevant, making you relevant. Your show, your channel relevant, isn't it? But the point I'm making is, it's like if he wants to have a go, if he wants to find get me on this show and have a go at me, it's fine. I don't really care. That's what I'm all about. I don't really care. But it's just the point I'm making is, it's like I don't know what people want me to say. I don't know what people want me to say. I'm not. I've kind of made my position clear on this about the manager. I've made myself clear on what I need to see, and that's it. I do believe him. He wants to go for the league next season, but we have to see whether he can. The team can do that. What I will say, right? What I will say, which I'm really, I've got to say, I'm fed up with people saying this. Players don't understand the system. I'm fed up of hearing that. I'm sorry. Like, you've had the whole season now to understand what Ange's system's all about. It's about a player making the system work for them. And that's why I don't rate this league. That's why I say it's a bang average league. Yeah, because players back in the 90s didn't make excuses about systems. They made the system work for them. Players made the system work for them. I think Postecoglou's made it quite clear. I give you my structure. I give you my philosophy, the way that I play, and it's all on you. It's all on you. There's a reason why he stands. But again, I'm defending the manager, and I don't even like the guy. Again, it's quite fascinating. It's really fascinating. He stands there. He stands by in the coaching area, and he's looking. He's scowling. Yeah, he's watching his team. That's all he's doing. He's standing there watching his team. Not really saying too much. He's just watching his team. Most of the time in training, from what you hear, all he does is stand there watching his team. His coaches do the work, and he does certain little things, and that's it. Kind of like a Klopp, if you look at it. And look what's happened with Klopp at Liverpool. So it's on the players. He said that for Celtic. It's on the players. And the players are not good enough. It's simple as that. So we're defending it, doing the same thing. We're doing it again. Defending averageness. And when it's on the players. And the fact is, we're not ruthless enough. That's it. We're not ruthless enough. When the going gets tough, it gets ruthless, and that's it. And I'm not just basing it on this game, it's basing it on loads of years of this. And that's it for me. But the main thing I'm trying to say is at the moment is that my point has not been proven. It hasn't been proven at all, because my point has not been proven because I've not seen it. Like, it will take time to see whether this is going to be long term. That's what I need to see, whether they believe in the process. That's what I'm trying to say at the moment. That's it. I'm not criticizing the. I'm not saying that I'm not angry. I'm not this. I'm not anything at the moment. I'm quite bored, to be honest with you. Like I said, and I'm quite disappointed in myself. But I let this. I wanted to be honest with you. I'm very disappointed in myself. The Alex side of me, that I've stewed on this for so long today. So after the game, I wanted to do. It was a nice sunny day outside, and to be honest with you, I wanted to get on my day. To be honest with you, I don't think it's really that much of a you know I don't think it's I don't feel that I should have paid attention to this too much. To be honest with you, because I don't think it's such a big deal anymore for me. Like I said, the season's over for me. I don't care about Champions League. The only game I really care about right now are the games against, well, more against Arsenal, because I want them to not. I don't want them to win the league. Even though Alex's brother supports Arsenal, and I'm sorry, it's going to sting. It's going to sting. So I don't really want to. I just don't want to see Arsenal win the league. I just think it's going to sting, like West Ham winning the Conference League and Leicester winning the FA Cup. It stung. It stung. And I think it's going to sting even more because it's Arteta, because he wasn't good enough at the start, and that's it. But it's just, yeah, I just don't know. I know people in the chat are saying it's like a bad day in the office. I do agree, it's a bad day at the office, but like I say, it's like we've seen this before though, and I think this was coming though. It was coming. I will say it has been coming, because the chances that we're missing with our front three, and I'd still stick by what I say. Yeah, the defense were the problem as well. Yes, they were a problem. I'm not saying that they weren't bad, and I will say that in my video. And that's why I'm not going to go too much on the game too much, because I've got a video out that I'm gonna upload, and that will give you a little bit more of a summary of what I feel about the game, and that's it. But this is just to respond to the We Are Tottenham TV, when on my appearance on the We Are Tottenham TV, to show that I'm not angry. It's just that it's a small window you've got to say your point. And I know I've got my own channel, and I don't want to take too much time away from the callers that haven't got a channel. It's not. I don't want to take enough time from those people. That's why I'm not being rude to the host. I'm not being rude to anybody. I know that I want to try and keep it brief when I'm on that show, because I don't think it's fair that people got more. They've only got a certain amount of time to have the show on, and for me, it's like I know what I'm going to say, and that's it. And if they want more time with me, get me on one of your debate shows, and that's it. Then we can get into it a little bit more further, and that's it down the line. But I just feel that there are people in there who haven't got a channel, like the guy that tried to get on before me, and they want to express themselves, and they need more time to express themselves, and that's it. I've got my own platform to express myself, so it's not a case of being rude. It's just that I just want to just get it's kind of just get straight to the point, and that's it. And that's what I do. Yeah, it's not trying to stop them from having debates, and that's it. That's why it's a brief video that they clipped, because I knew I've only got a certain amount of time to say my opinion. That's it. So yeah, so I mean, I'm not really bothered. I'm not really bothered what Barnaby said, because it wasn't horrible at all, and he just doesn't get it. And if that's all right, that's all right. And again, I'm going to have a go at Barnaby, because, like, to be honest with you, he had a lot of balls to go and Tottenham away and debate Stell and the Tottenham away crew. Big up to Stell as well, and the Tottenham away crew, Iggy and JP, who are all up there today as well. Which, yeah, that's it. One thing I will say, big ups, Dan, the Hotspur Hood. I see you in the chat. Big up to you. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to everyone in the chat. 28 of you, 29 of you. I really do appreciate it, and thank you for. I'm not announcing going over 1,000 yet, because I know that can go down very quickly. So I'm waiting for it to go a little bit up before I can start celebrating going above 1,000, because I know what it's like. It can fluctuate. It can definitely fluctuate, and that's it. So I'm not going to get too much into it, but you know, I'm not here to celebrate. I'm not going to celebrate too soon on that one. But yeah, just you know, I agree with you. Dan in the chat. You know, and you know, I'm fed up with Ange Ball as well. I'm fed up with hearing about Ange Ball. It's you know, it's just a term I'm fed up of it. To be honest with you, you know, it's annoying to me. You know, it's the most annoying saying I've seen in my life. To be honest with you, you know, but again, like I say, it's not. Listen, this is going to continue with the fan base. It will continue with this division in the fan base. It will continue until we win trophies or we see something different, and it will come aligned. That's when we'll see this fan base unite. But until then, we're going to see the same thing. This culture of this club is down to the board, and that's it. You know, and the manager is not going to change it overnight. Simple as that. There's a lot of wounds that need to be healed, and that's going to take time. And it's seen it over at Arsenal. You know, it doesn't. And fans telling other fans to back the process isn't going to help it. It's going to push them the other way. And I'll tell you that for a fact, because this is what happened with Daniel Levy-Out. This is exactly what happened with Levy-Out. Costell, Brian, they all can tell you that, you know, they said they need, you know, they've tried to push people to, you know, support the protests. People went the other way. So if you do the same with Postecoglou, especially with me, you push me the other way. That's why I say I hate him. I was skeptical, but then people say I'm scum, and you know who I was talking about. If you watch Jacob's channel, big up Jacob, by the way, not having a go at Jacob because it wasn't his fault. But someone called me a scum. It's like, well, what do you expect me to say? It's just pushing me the other way even more. And if you push me even further, I'll say Ange out. Because it just becomes even more. And it's not even his fault. So this is the point. It's not. Listen, I do, like I say, this is kind of an impromptu sort of show where I'm just speaking out what I feel at the moment. Kind of a show where I'm coming back, you know, reopening the show a little bit more now, because I've not streamed for quite a while, and maybe next time I'll be a little bit more structured. You know what I mean? Because regardless whether you know, I want to be more structured next time. So I know some people. I do apologize if you know people are struggling to follow me a little bit, because I'm going a little bit all over the place a little bit. But I think it's just really just offloading, and that's it. So I do appreciate everyone in the chat today, for all 36 of you. It's quite an impromptu stream today, so I do really, really appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, just for me, at the moment, I need to see. You know, I need more time. I just need more time. That's what I'm trying to say. I need more time. You know, you know, I hear people in the chat. No, let's start chatting to some people in the chat, because it's been quite a while since I've reacted to some people in the chat, and that's it. But big up to people in the chat. Let me just say hello to a few people in the chat. Definitely, First person, Michael Eddie, big up to you. Big up to Scott M. Big up to Edwards. Why Oz, big up to you. Big up to Tommy G. Big up to KJ TV. Big up to you. Big up to you, Art709. Big up to you. Big up to you, Stephen Cartwright. Big up to you. Big up to you, Tom Thatcher. Big up to you. Big up to you, Adam Phillips. Give it to you, Baz. Big up to you. Big up to you, Lee D. Big up to you, Lee. Big up to you, Lee. It's good to see you, Big. Big up to you. Big up to Adam Phillips. Big up to you. Big up to you. Yeah, I'll send hello to Scott M. Big up to you, Scott M, for supporting. Big up to you, San Antonio Hotspur. Big up to you. Big up to you, Tot Spurs. Big up to you. Big up to you, Carl Walter Peters. Big up to you. Big up to you, John Fitzpatrick. Big up to you. Big up to you, Glenn THFC. Big up to you. Big up to you, Jazz Fusion. Big up to you. Obviously, big up to you, Dan. You might disagree with you, Dan, sometimes, but you know, Dan, you know what? You're a great guy. You're a great guy, and you're always supportive. And you know, you're direct to the point, and that's it. I respect you, bro, and keep how you are, bro, all the time. Keep it real every single time. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Big up to you, Mal Star. Big up to you. Big up to you. No, I haven't met him. No, it's not even having a go. It's not even having a go at Barnaby. It was a bit shirky. That's it. It was just funny. It's the way he got really shirky and got really personal. I was like, well, mate, you're just getting rattled. You know, Sim, I was having more of a go at Sim, and to be honest, it's just like I said, it was having a go at the opinion, challenging the opinion, and that was it. So it wasn't really having a go at Barnaby. Barnaby looked at it differently, and I was like, well, okay, you don't get it. Okay, fair enough, mate. But I praised him before anyway, so it's not really a big deal. But this is the thing. This is the way the fan base is at the moment. It's all over the place, and that's it. Big up to you, Badar. Big up to you. Big up to everybody in chat. Big up to you, Hasbro. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you, Elias. Big up to you, ACFC. Big up to you. Big up to you. Big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to Bill. Big up to Free Leg Dog. Big up to you. Big up to you. But it's like, listen, it was never going to be reactive. It's not reactive. Big up to you, KT, HA TV. Big up to you, and big up to you, Warren, Robert Warren. Big up to you. Listen. I'm not here. You know, I'm not reacting. I'm not going to be. It was never reactive. I was only challenging the Werner opinion on that debate show. That's all I was doing. All the other stuff around it, I've said I've not proven my point. I'm bored. I'm done this season. I'm not seeing anything different. And I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of Tottenham fans thinking the way I'm thinking. It's just that you don't see them. Because most of them don't do YouTube. They've got better things to do with their time. They have got better things to do with their time. You talk to some of the people on the Spurs, at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Yeah, they might not agree with you, but you just have a little bit of debate, and then they're just like, yeah, okay, cool. Bye-bye, move on. Next day, things to worry about. But a lot of people think the way I feel. It's just that they don't have a YouTube channel. They ain't got the time. They don't have time to mess around with kids. And no disrespect to people, young kids, but it's like they don't have time to argue, because they're sitting there thinking, well, I've got to put food on the table for my family. That's exactly what I feel. Exactly what I feel. Big up to Brian, by the way. Big up to Brian Daigle, by the way. Big up to Brian Daigle, my guy. Yeah? and support him as well. Yeah, he's going through a very hard time at the moment. Yeah, and he puts his heart on the line for this club, heart on his line for this club. Yeah, I might not sometimes have an argument with him, but it's all love. It's all love. He knows what I'm like. Mr. Box Office is like, but Alex, there's all love. It's all love, and he's Tottenham through and through. Yeah. Another guy I need to big up is Kuba. Big up Kuba. I know he doesn't like it too much, but he big up Kuba and big up Asthmatic. And please subscribe to Asthmatic. Asthmatic. Big up to Asthmatic and Marlon, the most underrated Spurs fan I've seen in my life. Yeah, underrated, very underrated. Has as well. Spurs Kings TV. And another person I need to big up as well, Ellie. Ellie is the best, is the most nicest person going. Mia, nice person. Lovely person. Lovely people. Might not agree with them, well, especially Mia, but I've got so much time for her. We'll have an argument and that's it. Big up David, Harris, and Jack. Supporting Mr. Box Office. Yeah, I'll argue. I'll have a debate with him all the time. I'll have another falling out with him again about Tottenham with David. I will. I definitely will. But it's because we're both passionate about Tottenham. We've always done it. We've always fallen out, but we've always kept to the same principle. We're going to have a falling out because we are passionate about Tottenham Hotspur and we're fed up. He just does it a different way to me. That's it. Big up to like Iggy, the Tottenham away lot. Big up to Sonny. Sonny, I've got to say this. Sonny is a lovely guy. And I'm not surprised he's on TalkSport. Brilliant guy. Brilliant guy. Like, and Barnaby's a good guy as well. You know what I mean? I'm not having a go at him. Nothing personal. And that's it. But unfortunately, we're suffering. We're all suffering. We're all fed up. It's just that we do things differently to each other, and that's it. Like I said, I'm not here to react to this because I'm bored of reacting now. Because I say the same thing every single time. I'm not getting any younger now. My dad, Miss Alex's dad, says the same thing I said. It's just that he does it behind the scenes. He's fed up. He's fed up. He said, well, what am I seeing? What can I just get in my life? He just doesn't, he don't do this. You don't need to do this. You don't need to use YouTube. You don't care. Because life is, there's more to life. There's more to life. I've got more to life. I've got more to things to worry about in life. I don't care. So it's like, oh, you need to sort yourself out. You need to do this. Well, you need to calm down. You need to do this. You need to do that. I've done this years. I mean, Sava was absolutely spot on. It's never a dull moment being a Tottenham fan. Big up to Sava. Should be on YouTube still. Perchy. Big up to Perchy. My guy, Perchy. Yeah, another guy that got a lot from me. Got a lot of. I unleashed on me a lot of the time. This guy taking it like a man. That's why I have respect for that guy. Real people. Real people. And that's it. Simple. Big up to them, bro. Big up to them. So just like for me, this is a, you know, this is a long process for me at the moment. And like I said, my breaking point was done a long time ago. That's why I've been the way I've been for a long time. And I don't really give a monkey's what people think anymore. You can say whatever you want of me, so I'm angry. I've just told you. That's why I've been acting the way I've acted. If you watch back to some of the videos that's happened before, since you saw Chris Cowling over under Mourinho, yeah? See a video of there. If you see the football terrace, because I was on the football terrace, by the way, before it was big, Yeah, I was on the football terrace before everybody else started jumping on the bandwagon about football terrace. By the way, watch me then. I got abused then. I get abuse a lot of the time, and I take it. I don't care. I've learned to have thick skin. I don't care anymore. Because at the end of the day, Tottenham Hotspur have never been any different to me. Disappointment. That's it. So why would anybody else change my mind? I need evidence to show me that we're going to do something this season. Do something in the future. And it's on them to do that, to prove it to me. I don't use hope anymore on football anymore. It's for them to prove it to me. Because it's in their control. Not my control, in their control. They can control their destiny, not me. The only thing I can control is to make sure I put food on the table and keep a roof over my head. That's all I can control. Me saying, oh, you did well today. Oh, no, we can't have a go at the players. Oh, they're going to be watching this. Oh, Daniel Levy's going to be watching this. What? What? What are we going? Where are we going with this? Like, I don't understand. I really don't understand what people are saying here. Like, you know, you don't need to. What we're trying to show here. What we're trying to show here. Like, it's like, say what you feel. This is what I see on streams now. It's ridiculous. And then people say, and this is what really annoys me. People think they're talking for you. And it's like, no, you're not talking for me. That's your opinion. Stick to your opinion. Don't talk for us. Don't talk for me. Because you're not talking for me. You've got a lucky platform to talk for yourself. That's cool. But you do not talk for me. That's all I'm saying. I really don't understand it sometimes. People saying, oh, well, we can't have you on stream because you're just too much. What's too much? I'm being a fan. I didn't know there was a code of conduct. I didn't realize it. This is the problem now with fans now. We're turned into now, we need to be journalists now. Fan journalists. Because we're more bothered about the money than actually being a fan. Because we don't want to offend people. It's ridiculous. You can't have your own opinion. Oh, we've got to take it in a nice way, though. It's like, you have to be really nice. I'm like, what? No, I don't see the point. I don't see the point. The only thing you need to concentrate on at the moment is that until the team show us and give us a trophy or do something different, that's when the fan base will come together. Nothing's going to change with anyone else's opinion. You could be expressions, you could be anyone at the moment. You're not changing anyone's opinion. The fan base is going to be the same like it's always been. Like I said, the culture of this club will never change. That's why I say what the main part of this video is really, yes, it's responding to We Are Tottenham TV, which again, I'm not having a go at Sim or Barnaby or the show, because I like We Are Tottenham TV. They're very respectful to me. Ben's a lovely guy, absolutely lovely guy. I love those two, and they're the best thing on YouTube for us, and represent us very well as a top channel. I have to say that. But my main thing I'm saying is that I've not proved my point. It's not ranting about it. It's not proving my point, because my point is from June was I need to see the club back this manager through bad times, and or see something different and show that this is the real deal. So I need to be shown it. I need to see it. That's the main part of why I wanted to say this today. Because at the moment, wishful thinking, hopes and dreams are nothing to me. Yes, Alex's hopes and dreams, that's different. Tottenham, though, I've been there, had the t-shirt before. I've seen the disappointments. And like I said, my breaking point was done since after Mourinho came in. That was that little boy done. I was a little boy that was defending Tottenham. I remember a time when we had Christian Gross and there was Kevin Keegan. We were playing the FA Cup. It was Fulham. And I watched an advert, and there was an advert about Christian Gross. He was the evil one, and Keegan was the good one. And it really annoyed me. It just kind of just like summed up. And I've always known it is that we're the ugly ducklings. The ugly ducklings of the Premier League, because no one liked us. No one liked us. Like when we got in Glenn Hoddle, no one liked us. George Graham, no one liked us. Oh no, can't stand them. Like even when we won the Carabao Cup, the Worthington Cup, it was like there was always a dig at Tottenham, saying, "Oh yeah, well, it's good enough for them." That was it. And then, Martin Yole. And I think that was when we started to have a little bit of plaudits, and that was it. But even when Ramos came in, we won the Worthington Cup again, the League Cup again. Kind of digs, those little digs. It started to pick up again with Harry Redknapp. Harry Redknapp kind of changed it a little bit. And then you had Gareth Bell with Villas-Boas, and I think people started to really get on board. It only really changed with Pochettino. That's why I was really on board with that. Well, I wasn't on board with it at the start, but it was that second season when we had that run. It was into December when we were having a run of like 10 or 15 games, I think it was. I think it was that anyway. That I saw that, I saw something majorly different. And I started to say, you know what? I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before. And this feels like something different. It feels like something I've not seen before. It's something I've not seen before. I've never come around a lot, and that's it for me. So, I think it was one of those things. And then we started to challenge for leagues, and maybe it wasn't really a challenge of the league. We could have done much better because we weren't really top. We weren't top of the league, weren't we? Really, but the football we're playing and the togetherness was something I've never really seen before at Tottenham. So I started to believe. Then we got to that Champions League final. Then it all collapsed. And it was just for me at the time, I sat there and thought, well, we've got to stick with him because he's got some credit in the bank. And that was it. So I thought, well, no, we can't just sack him. We can't just sack this guy because we ain't got a plan. And that's it. But then then we got in Mourinho, and that was when I was like, maybe a couple of maybe like a few seasons. Well, while he was at Chelsea, yeah, I looked at him and thought, yeah, maybe we should have him, yeah. But with everything I knew about Mourinho and the way I knew about Tottenham Hotspur, I sat there and thought this was never going to work. Never, ever going to work. And I was right all that time. You brought him in for Champions League, and Mourinho was all about trophies. So that was on Daniel Levy because he's the one that instigated that. I think he was his, he loved him. He wanted him. He's always wanted him. He was kind of that shiny manager, and that was it. And that was when I just, my heart just was gone. My breaking point was done. I sat there and thought, well, you've done it again. I gave you the benefit of the doubt with Martin Yole, even though it was terrible what he did. Aaron Knapp, but Pochettino was the last straw. And when you grow up and grow into a man and grow into an adult, when you go through what you go through as an adult and grow and grow and grow, and then things are more important, priorities and everything else, you've got less patience, less tolerance, because you've got to be harsh with yourself to get to those things. Because one thing I'm trying to do at the moment, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm doing lots of classes and everything else. And well, that's Alex's job now to refresh, reset, restart. I have instructors that are very hard, very tough. And it's good because it's relit a fire in me. Relit a fire that needs to be done, because it made me realize that, because there's a lot of people in life that will get you down. There's a lot of people in life that will make you feel down about yourself. They'll look twice at you. They'll hit you down on the floor, and you just got to get back up, and don't let them hit you back up. And you got to keep on going, because unfortunately in this world, like Sean put it pretty clearly, which I didn't agree with. I thought it's very snobbish what he said on the Irish Hotspur, and I'm sorry. I think sometimes he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it because I think he thinks one way because he's a business owner, but he doesn't think the other way, that maybe you're being a bit snobbish between the fact that one day you'll need help. Sometimes you will lose your luck. Sometimes your luck will run out, and you'll be in a situation where you need help. You know what I mean? But there are people out there now that are struggling. I'm not going to get into it too much because I'm here to do football about Tottenham Hotspur. But that's why I get annoyed with people like Sean, because he touches into that, and I sit there and say, well, Sean, that's not right, because we're here to talk about football. If you're going to be the finance guy, I will criticize you as the finance guy. If you're going to bring up about your job, I will look at you as the finance guy for your job. You as a business owner, then, not as a Tottenham fan. So if you're going to be a Tottenham fan, that's cool. I'll judge you on your opinion. That's why I don't mention what Alex's job is. It's got nothing to do with it. It's none of anybody's business, because what does it have to do with being a Tottenham fan? That's your personal business. I don't need to know about your personal business. I'm here to talk about my opinion on Tottenham. And as I said before, there's a lot of people struggling at the moment, and the people that that will have a go at you, they're not very nice in the world. And you've got to be strong and work through it. And you've got to just keep on fighting. Because unfortunately, that's what you've got to do in this world right now. Because it's very hard times at the moment. Hence why I get annoyed with when people say, oh, it's tough luck. Well, no, it's not tough luck. It's hard at the moment. It's hard at the moment for people. And I will always be for those people that are struggling, because the thing is, though, you're never too soon to be that person. And that's it for me. But I don't want to get too much into that, because then it gets into any other realm. But again, I do apologize if it's offending anybody. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying that, I'm trying to be fair to everything in terms of, I see the other way. And that's what I'm all about. That's all I'm all about, those people, because I could be that person. And that's it for me. And that's it. So it's not nothing to be anything, and that's it for me. I can't say any more than that, and that's it. But yeah, it's been a bit of a mixed stream today, where I've really just I guess because I've not been on the stream for so long, I needed to just this time to say what I needed to say. It's not been structured. Okay, fair enough. But when you've not done this for quite a while, you just need to just say it how it is. And that's what I want to say, and just respond to what I did on Tottenham TV. I'll have more of summary on the game when I do my video, and that's it. And give you a bit of an idea of what I feel about the game. But what I wanted to not do was be this guy to, overreact to this, because I'm not. This is not my intentions. This is not my intentions at all. This is not my intentions at all. My intention is just to say why I feel the way I feel, and why I need to come on We Are Tottenham TV, and that was it, to respond to something. That was it. I'm not angry. It's the way I speak. It's the way I am. That's all I am. That's what I am. That's what I'm all about, and that's it for me. And it will never change. It will never change, really, until I'm proven wrong, and that's it. And I want to be proven wrong, but it's going to take time. That's why I say my point is not proven, because it's going to take time for that to happen. But I will say, like I said, I state by this, that that Postecoglou has some balls to take off Son. And I hope that's a message to all those players that it's not good enough to not perform. It doesn't matter whether you've been good last game, last couple of games, you're captain, vice captain, or whatever, you're still going to get hooked off. No, I've got to respect Postecoglou for that. He's done a lot. He's done a lot in terms of showing me what he is as a man, as a manager. That he wants to win, and he's not pulling any punches. One thing one thing I will believe in him is that he wants to win, and that's it for me. He's not there to waste time, wait around, be nice or be anyone's friend. There's a reason why he has his demeanor in the training as well. Now, again, I'm still skeptical. You can say I hate him and stuff, and that's it because of the fans. But I have to give him his due when he says that. Yeah, okay, I hear the criticism about his defense and his tactics at the back. I hear it. He might have to address it in the summer. That's what he was going to do in the summer. I do think he's going to change up the tactics in the summer. I think he's going to advance it a little bit in the summer. I do think that. So, I've got no, I don't have any doubt in that, because if he wants to win, he's going to have to think of something. He's going to have to try and advance his game, his philosophy on the imprint on the team. He might need better players. Maybe a number 6 will do something. I think there are players that can play that number 6, that can be trained into that number 6 that we've got. Romero is one of them, I think. But if we need to get a number 6, it's going to be difficult to get a number 6 that is going to be world class. I don't know. But I'm not. You have to just wait and see. I'm still skeptical on the manager, and that's it. But I'm not going to get angry about it. And I'm not angry about it at all because I know what I feel about my team now. It's more the fans. The fans, we're all divided. We're all having a go at each other. It's not going to change. And I just think people need to just buckle up and just see how it is, and that's it for me. So, yeah, that's it for me. That is it. And it's a wait and see, and that's it for me. One thing I will say, Bentancur really disappointed me today. If I haven't said that in the stream today, Bentancur really disappointed me today. Really disappointed me today. And that's why I said he's grown on me, but he really made a fool out of me, really, on that one, definitely. So yeah, it wasn't great that. Yeah, I'm just, it is what it is. It is what it is. I really hope that they really turn up in that derby, and we've got 2 weeks to strew on this now. So it's something that they've just got to try and just get on with, and that's it for me. One thing I will say going forward, I really want to try and be less reactive and more investigative, more story time and Mr. Box Office more than ever. I do feel that now. Now I feel the way. Well, now I've seen what I've seen, and not because I know what I feel now. I feel that that's the way I want the channel to go down now. I think is to go forward now, because for me, this reacting is just so boring for me now. I don't enjoy reacting a lot of the time now, especially when I say the same thing. I feel this has been therapeutic today. I think this has been very therapeutic to just talk, just to say how it is, just to be on the stream and say what it is, and that's it. Not really advertised it that well, and I do appreciate people watching today. I didn't expect so many of you to be on the stream, to be in the chat. I didn't expect it. Didn't expect it at all. But one thing I will say as well, again, I said it's kind of all over the place, this stream today, this show today, because it's a lot of things just coming off my head, and that's it for me. We do need some players that have got arrogance, swag. We need those players. We need players that have got that swag, and don't need confidence. Don't need confidence to make them feel good. I do overly stress that. I think we need someone. We don't need to rely on their confidence to do it. They've got the inner confidence, regardless whether they're playing well or not. They've got that arrogance to say, no, I've got it in me. I don't care what. I might miss a chance. But I'll go and bang it in next time. I'll go and do this next time. And that's it. I think we need that sort of player, like a Ivan Toney, or back in the day, Abramovich. Abramovich type player that would just like say Jermaine Defoe, that you miss a chance, he'll miss a chance, but then next thing you know, he don't care. He'll score another chance, or he'll go past his man the next time, and that's it. It won't phase him if he makes a mistake. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what. But you know what? To be honest with you, Van der Ven didn't have a great game, but he still, after the mistake, he did still make up for certain things. Yes, he didn't have a good game. He did not have a good game. but he didn't make it up, and I think that's him being young, and he'll grow from this. Hopefully, he'll still have a difficult season next season though, because he's had it kind of his own way because no one really knew about him. But yeah, I mean, big up to Danny D. Big up to Danny D in the chat. He says, get Mope in. I wouldn't have him at all, mate. He's a wind-up merchant. I don't even think he's that great, to be honest with you. I wouldn't even have him at all. But no, not for me. Not for me. Definitely not for me. It'd be interesting to see what the young players do. Especially that Swedish player that we're getting in next season. But I don't think he's going to do it next season. If he does do something next season, it's not going to be long. He's going to take time to settle in anyway, even if he does well, because you have a downturn as well. That's what happens. You have a good season and then it kind of tails off a little bit. That's what happens with young players, isn't it? That's it. But no, I don't know. But I think we do need some arrogant players. I think we do need some arrogant players in our team that are, going to just be a bit, have got a bit of a nasty streak that's saying, you know what, I don't like this. Not afraid to say how it is. Some players definitely need to do that, and that's it for me. But this has been very therapeutic. Very therapeutic. Not that I've expressed to myself too much about the result, because I don't really want to do that. I'm bored of doing that. I want to. I just wanted to say, just react to the We Are Tottenham TV, and again, I'm not having a go at them. Big up to them, and that's it really. And I feel that's been the best thing for me. It'd be interesting to see what other people will say, but I'm not really that bothered now because I've moved on. It's really good to have no. Well, I know some people will be struggling. I understand why they would be struggling with no football. One thing I will say is try and enjoy the sunshine. Try and enjoy the sunshine because it was really nice today. Very, very nice today. But I don't know. It's interesting how that game against the North London derby. It'll be very, very interesting to see what happens in that North London derby, and move forward. But like I said, I'm trying to make more changes to the channel in terms of being less reactive. Because I think it's important now to do some new things. Maybe even talk about other teams as well, because it is Mr. Box Office TV, so I can talk about other people as well. So I'll big up Jazz Fusion. I'm calm. This is the calmest I've been. I was calm. I'm not angry. I'm not angry at all. I was, I was just expressing an opinion about what happened with Timo Werner, and that's it. Don't rate our front three. Don't rate our front line. We need better front line players. I do understand though that the strikers today and the forwards today, the wingers today, are not as great as what they were before, and hence why I think people are wanting Timo Werner, because they see the figure 15 million. I think, well, that's a no-brainer. Well, it's obviously a no-brainer because you shouldn't get him in the first place, and that's it for me. So it is a no-brainer. You shouldn't get him you shouldn't get him at all, and that's it. I do agree that I think I think from what I see at the moment, I think Ange knows who he's going to let go of. I think he knows he's going to let go of already. I don't think any of these games are going to prove him anything wrong, anything else now. I think he knows who he's going to let go of now. That's it for me. I don't think it's going to change his opinion on who he wants out and who he wants in, and that's it. I think there's more players added to the list. Whether he'll do to get everyone out, I don't know. I mean, one thing I get fed up of though, Tottenham fans moaning about other teams and this teams getting away with financial things and whatever. Well, we don't take advantage anyway. Tottenham Hotspur never take advantage when they've got the advantage anyway. We've got the advantage now to really make a go at the league. You know, we've got, because of FFP and because the way that we are, we can call ourselves FFP kings now. Are we going to take advantage of it? Are we going to take advantage of the fact that we've got the scope to go out there and get the players that we need? And the answer is no. So we're moaning about Chelsea. Oh, they've broken the rules. We're moaning about Man City breaking the rules. But if Chelsea and Manchester City are punished, are we going to take advantage of this? And try and go for the league? Because you have Chelsea, Man City out of the way. So are we going to just take advantage of it? I don't know. All we'll do is just moan about the other teams, when we should just concentrate on ourselves. We're given a great advantage now because of FFP, which is the most boring thing to talk about. Making other people that don't need to be relevant in football. I came into football to watch football, not to be the football finance guy. I don't understand. I really don't understand. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that I would like to say, but you know, I'm gonna try and prepare back more for a video or stream. I might be back tomorrow, to be honest with you, because this has been therapeutic to me. To be honest with you, this has been very therapeutic. I could have clipped people and reacted to the video and gone mad about it, but I've got not the stomach for it. I don't care about it. I don't care whether people think I'm boring and that's it. But I'm not that person, you know. And I'm just not that person. It's not fun to me. It's not interesting. It's not challenging. Yeah, it's not for me. Yeah, it's not for me at all. Yeah, so that's it really for me. Yeah, it's not for me at all. I just don't have the passion for it. I know people like it, but I'm not interested. Well, I was defending, yeah, and I big up to Badder. I was defending. I was defending Harry Winks. I was defending Harry Winks, and I had to apologise to David Harris. I was defending, and I had to apologise to David Harris because I wasn't, because I realized that it's not good enough. It's not good enough. It was under Conte I realized it's not good enough. And one of the things that I will say is, I mean, Conte did have a worse team. Whether I couldn't stand him or not, I couldn't stand him, no. But he did have a worse team than what we've got at the moment. And that's it for me. So, it's interesting. Very, very interesting. And that's it. And that's it, really, isn't it? Really. And big up to Danny D. Just to answer your question about Adrian, well, there's people in the queue that are in front, and that's it. At the moment, I'm not. There's two people that I feel needs. I love to have on the channel at the moment, and both of them anyway. So, but at the moment, I'm just doing things on my own. That's how it is. That's how it will be, and that's it. One thing I will say, because people brought him up in the chat, Harry Kane, we definitely miss him. We definitely miss him. Whether what I said before, I said yes, he's a loser because he ain't won no trophies. That will be all true. That's true because he still didn't stand up in finals and semi-finals. Yes. But the quality he had, and he was clinical in front of goal. He created chances. He was that X factor in our midfield. And yeah, maybe it's all through him, but he helped us a lot. And we are missing him big time because the strikers that we've got at the moment, other than Song, cannot touch him. Cannot touch him for love nor money. And that's it. So it's like, that's the point. That is the point. Harry Kane helped us a lot, and he was absolute quality. And it's a shame that we didn't do anything with him. At least getting a Carabao Cup or a League Cup. It's shambles, absolute shambles. It's his fault as well because he should step up in more finals and semi-finals. Yes, he's now seeing, elite team, that there are standards, and he has done very well this season. He's done his bit, but unfortunately, he's judged as a team, and unfortunately, they possibly will. Well, they're going to lose the championship. They're Bayern Leverkusen have won the championship now, haven't they? So it's quite easy to see that right now, isn't it? So it's interesting, very interesting, and yeah, I mean, I still stick by what I say. It's a bang average league. It's quite interesting now. People starting to say that Timo Werner, or was it Haaland? People are criticising Haaland. Well, I told you this in last season. Without the goals, what does Haaland do? Nothing. That's why I called him above average John Carew. Without the goals. So again, I say things because I don't use stats. That's the type of person I am. I'm not a stat guy. I'm never that guy. I never will be. And that's it. Simple. Absolute simple. But big up to everybody. Going to be wrapping up the show soon. It's been a good one. Again, like I said, I'm not unleashing. I'm not overreacting. I don't enjoy it anymore. I don't enjoy unleashing. I don't enjoy it. I don't like reacting. It's boring. I say the same thing every single time. It's boring, and I'm not. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's not for me. It's not. I don't enjoy it because I don't feel it's something I can get my teeth into anymore. It's just like, well, it's just unloading and that's it. Move on. Easy. More stories, that's more my thing. You know, and that's really what I want to start doing with this channel now on Spurs, because that has more gravitas to it, more interesting. Just very, just I just feel more, yeah, more rewarding. They show a different side to Mr. Box Office rather than this guy that, and it's not because people criticize me because I couldn't give a monkeys. I couldn't give a monkeys. But it's just, yeah, I want to see show a different side to me. A side to me that shows that story, that there's a story around everything. Stories that you could look at it like putting it across like something that is more personal to you. I think that's important. One thing I think Sean does actually very well with his walks, to be fair, when he's not talking about Daniel Levy. But, you know, take it for what you will, and that's it. But big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to everybody. We're going to wrap up the show soon. You'll see more of this. Big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to Daddy D. Big up to everyone that's supporting Mr. Box Office TV. As I said, thank you for everybody to get me up to 1,000 subscribers. I'm not really going to make an announcement on that at the moment because, like I said, that could go down very, very quickly because that's the way YouTube is now these days, and that's it. You'll see more new content, more new, less reactive content, like I said, like I explained before. And yeah, enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your weekend, rest of your weekend. Try and not let Spurs spoil your weekend. Who cares? You know, these things happen. We always lose. We've lost before. We'll lose again. It happens. That's what football's at, and that's it. And just enjoy yourselves with your families. Enjoy yourself, and just enjoy the rest of the weekend that you got, and that's it. And take care of yourselves. And as always, if you didn't know, get to know. Support your boy, Mr. Box Office. Subscribe and like. And come on, you Spurs. And I'm out.